So, in yesterday's class, we have learnt about air. So, we are in the chapter air and water, and we have learnt about air. So, what are the compositions of air? What is present in the atmosphere? What are the properties and what are the uses we have learned? Now, let's learn about water. So, water is very important for living things. So, what is the main source of water? So, rain is the main source of water. So, rain is collected in the ponds, lakes, rivers, oceans, seas. These are the naturally occurred oceans. Now, these are the natural things which collects the water, rainwater. And there are some artificial dams, walls, wells. All these are artificial things that collects the water. So, there are natural things which collects the water and there are man-made things also which collects the water. So rainwater is collected and it is used in our daily life. So what are the uses of water? So water is used in drinking, washing, bathing, cleaning. For everything we use water, and water is used to grow crops also. So water is used to generate electricity also. So water, electricity generated by water is called hydroelectricity. So water, through water we can travel. It is also a means of transport. Water is also a means of transport. So what are the properties of water? So water is colorless, odorless and tasteless. First property is water is colorless, odorless and tasteless. So water, it can change its state by cooling or boiling. So water can change its state either by boiling or by heating. So water has three states: solid, liquid and water, gas. So these are the three states of water. And water can dissolve anything. So in the water we can dissolve anything. So it is a universal solvent. So let's learn about evaporation. So what is evaporation? Means the water vapor on the in the lakes, rivers, oceans, ponds, it is evaporated by the sun's heat. Water is changed into water vapor by the sun's heat. So water is evaporated and changed into water vapor by the help of sun. So it is called evaporation. So in the plants also evaporation takes place. Water evaporates from the leaves. It is called transpiration. And human beings, we also see evaporation in our bodies. Like we sweat. So sweating is also a form of evaporation. Sweating through breathing is a form of evaporation. So let's learn about what are the factors affecting the evaporation. So what are the factors that affect the evaporation? So temperature. First one is temperature. So when the temperature is very high, evaporation will be more. And when the temperature is very less, the evaporation is very less. So the clothes will dry very fast when it is on a sunny day. So on a sunny day, water evaporates more. So next one is exposed area. Suppose take a glass and a shallow dish. So take two things. One is a glass and a shallow dish. Fill these two with a equal amount of water. Then what you will observe, keep it these two in the sunlight. Mark it with a marker up to the level of water. Then you will see the dish in which is having water, shallow dish. It absorbs, it reduces water, reduces. So it is the example of water vapor. So exposed area has more probability of evaporation. And humidity. So what is humidity? Means the amount of water vapor present in the air. So if the atmosphere, if the air is having more water vapor, then evaporation will be less, because the air, in the air, if water vapor is filled up, then there is no space, there will be no space for evaporation. So evaporation will be less when humidity is more. So wind speed. So when winds are blowing very high, then evaporation is more. So like on a windy day, clothes will dry very fast. So the best example is clothes drying on a windy day. So what is condensation? Next step is, first we have learned evaporation, and next step is condensation. Means if take a tin and keep it in the refrigerator for some time, after it gets cooled, then keep it on a table, then what do you observe? You will see small droplets around the tin. Why it is formed? Because it is condensation. So here water vapor is condensed, and water is, when it cools down, it forms water. So water vapor is changed into water when we keep the tin outside. So this is condensation, means changing of water vapor into water is called condensation. So condensation occurs in the form of dew, fog, snow, hail. All these are forms of condensation. Next step is precipitation. Means the condensed water, when it is, then the water is reaches the clouds. When the water cools down and reaches the clouds, this Earth's gravity will pull the heavy clouds down to the earth and rain falls on the earth. So this is called precipitation. So condensed water falling as rain is called precipitation. So how it is comes out, its gravity pulls the heavy clouds down to the earth. This is called precipitation. So not only in water form we get rain, but snow, in the snow form also we can, in the hail, mist also we can get a sleet, snow and hail. So sleet, snow, hail and the rain, these are the forms of precipitation. And next topic is water cycle. So we have learnt about evaporation, condensation and precipitation. So after learning this, we are going to learn about water cycle. So water cycle, what is water cycle? Means water is of different, water changes from one state to another state. So water has the ability to change from one state to another state. Water from land to the atmosphere, it changes. Through condensation, through evaporation, it changes. In the same way, so water cycle also the same. What are the steps in the water cycle? First, the water in the ponds and lakes. So the water in the ponds, lakes evaporates. What happens? Evaporates. And this evaporated water evaporates as water vapor and reaches clouds. So here it cools down and reaches the clouds. So here it is called, when it reaches the clouds, it is called condensation. So the condensed water becomes heavy in the clouds. They become heavy and they fall as rain, and it is called precipitation. It is collected in the ponds, lakes, etc. And this collected water again evaporates. So this is the cycle. It is a cycle which occurs continuously. So evaporation, condensation, precipitation. These are the steps involved in the water cycle.